Welcome back to another episode of the Tennessee Titans franchise. It's week 4 in our 3rd season. And today is going to be a banger episode. I can promise you that one without having played the game yet. We're going to be playing the rivalry game, the Houston Texans. Why is it a rival game? But the Houston Texans, formerly the Tennessee Titans, were the Houston Oilers, then the Houston Titans, and then they moved to Tennessee. Was it the Tennessee Oilers? I don't know. At some point in the movement process, in the relocation, kind of happened, and that's why there's a big rivalry here. Plus, we are in the same division right here. We're in the AFC South. We're constantly battling it out. We kicked them out last season in the divisional playoff game. That was really, really exciting. And it's always going to be a good game when you've got a star quarterback such as CJ Stroud coming to town. This week we don't have a lot to take care of. We've got the players ready to negotiate. We can take a look there. We've got the QB1 check-in. And then we've got player upgrades after we do the weekly strategy, after we take a look at the Texans roster. So a lot to do on that front. I'm just going to be taking a quick look at the players that are up for negotiations. So Caleb Farley, I actually want to keep him around. I said that last time around. We almost got there. He actually rejected this offer, but I feel like we could give him a little bit more on the bonus side, plus a little bit more here. He's a very solid player. All right, fantastic. So Caleb Farley stays on. He's my CB number 1 at the moment. And then we've got a lot of players here. I don't know. I mean, Andrew Dillard, yeah, he's been good all around as a backup. But all of these here are only there for the mentor tag. So sorry, guys, you will not be getting new deals. Evan McPherson, I would actually like to keep him around. Peter Skoronski will get the option, of course. Let's just see if Evan McPherson, this was the offer that we gave him last time around. I'm going to give him a $3 million deal here. And we're just going to hike this up a little bit as well. Let's see what happens. All right, so Evan McPherson stays. It's good to have an experienced superstar kicker on the team. Kickers don't regress as hard, which is positive, of course. Andre Dillard, I don't really want to give him $4 million over the course of the next 2 years. I feel like we can get a similar player or a mentor. So yeah, that's not something that we're going to be doing. All right, happy that we got Caleb Farley sorted. Actually, next up, let's go for the QB Chukun. Yeah, I don't know. Coach, your team has played really well in the early part of the season and is off to a hot start. How much of that is because of Will Levis? I'm going to praise Will Levis here. Where he goes, we follow. A lot of what we do and what we're capable of as a team is put on his back, and I think he deserves a ton of credit for the job he's done in leading us to victory so far. I really think that is the case. Beat the oh, Kirk, fuck crying out loud. I should have known better. 300 plus passing yards with Will Levis. So CJ Stroud is still the leading quarterback here. He's a superstar, 94 overall, 23 years old. And I mean, I bet he will go to top 1. Probably battle it out with a few other QBs up there in the top 3, top 5. It really gets pretty crammed in there. But when you look at his stats, when you look at his age, when you look at the depth chart, he is a player that will be growing like crazy. Behind him, we've got Casey Snowden, that's a 1-year experienced player, and Gary Columbus. Actually, it's an interesting setup. He's got a lot of young quarterbacks behind him, and he's not really that much older himself, even younger than Casey Snowden. But yeah, there we go. So CJ Stroud will be the starter here. Running backs, we've got Damian Pierce, who's a superstar. We've got Raheem Sanders, who's a superstar. And we've got Zach Bass, who's a rookie. Raheem Sanders, we of course gave him a new look, and he's looking not only looks-wise, but also looking at his stats. He's just really getting better and better and better. Apart from the stiff arm, everything here is really good. I really like the acceleration, 90-7. Just means he's going to be a rocket all over the place, way quicker. Zach Bass has a normal depth trade. That's a rookie. That's why he didn't get a makeover. Fullback is Troy Hairston. Wide receivers, we've got Mike Williams. Keenan Allen not in here anymore. So Mike Williams leading the charge here as wide receiver number 1. Then we've got Tank Dell, who did go up quite a bit. Keenan Allen dropped down, so he's not wide receiver number 2 anymore. But still a super robust wide receiving core group there. Then we added John Mechie III. but they added him basically. We've got Keon Grays and Alonzo Rosemond. And Keon Grays is a rookie with a hidden death trade, which is why, of course, he got a makeover with those nasty face stripes. We'll see a reveal next time we play them, basically. 401 snaps played, or downs played. So, yeah, this is a very good prospect player. He's 2176. He will be outgrowing, I would say, John Mechie, probably this season. Keenan Allen, probably next season, when Keenan Allen further regresses. Alonzo Rosemond is a rookie, but he doesn't have any special death traits, so no remakes here. Tight end is Dawson Knox, 28 and 86. He was formerly with the Bills, now first season here with the Houston Texans, adding to the power here. Dalton Schultz, 29-84, formerly with the Cowboys, and Bryson Nesbitt. This again is a younger player that doesn't have a special death trait, plus he's not in contention to take over the #1 spot. That is something that I did go back on, because I did decide that I would go for players. Kingsley Suamataia. All right, take a look at him. He does have a start of trade, so this was deserved to get a makeover here at the left tackle. But in no time, he will be taking over the #1 spot when Laramie Tunsil starts regressing. At left guard, we've got Kenyon Green and Laken Tomlinson. Very good setup, actually, here. Backup player with a mentor tag, plus Kenyon Green. Does Laramie Tunsil? No, he doesn't have a mentor yet. At center, we've got Juice Scruggs, 25-75. Actually, a good setup here. 28-74, bridge player behind him. Younger player at center, who doesn't look that horrible. Right guard is Shaq Mason, 32-85, with a mentor tag. Behind him, Jared Patterson, future starter out of Notre Dame. 2 years experience in the league. He should start growing quicker, but the normal death trait, I'm sure, is stopping him from doing that. At right tackle, we've got Titus Howard, and behind him, Ruben Fathery. This is one of the examples. The Texas A&M prospect here. He's 23-74. He does have a normal death trait, but I did give him a makeover. The question is, why did I do that? We'll simply look at his #1 starter here. That's Titus Howard, 29-78. As soon as Titus Howard hits 30, he's going to regress, and I'm sure that Ruben Fathery, the second, will be taking over that #1 spot. So next time we play them, he's going to be a starter, and I just saved up time when we play them next time. At left edge, we've got Will Anderson, who's a superstar, who was really rough coming at me last time round out of the 2023 draft. Really, really good player. Second best ranked left end. So, really nasty. Dylan Horton is a backup here. Right edge, Harrison Phillips, formerly with the Vikings, of course, now a right edge for the Texans. Slight regressions here and there, but overall his strength is what really matters here, and he's going to be pushing away our offensive line with ease. Shamar Stewart is a rookie, 21-76, and Damaris Ware. And Shamar Stewart, started trade player, got a makeover as well, of course, because he will be growing nicely. D-Tax, Thomas Booker, the fourth. We've got Malcolm Lynch here, that's a rookie. And we've got Kurt Hennish. Malcolm Lynch, I didn't give this dude a makeover. Why? Because he's not really starting yet. He's still lower rated than Thomas Booker. He might overtake him. When he does that, he will get a makeover. Left outside linebacker, Josh Allen joining from the Jags 2 seasons ago. Demarius McKenzie, a rookie behind him. Middle linebacker, Miles Jack, another one of those stud players, 29-82. And a Henry To'oTo'o behind him. Garrett Whyle. And Henry To'oTo'o was really, really brutal last time. He's not looking like it when you look at his 76 overall, but the acceleration is there and the core attributes are there, and he's just going to make life miserable for us. Right outside linebacker, Christian Harris, 24-79 out of the 2022 draft as well. Jonathan Quinton behind him. That's a good setup right there. Cornerbacks, Derrick Stingley Jr. is brutal. He's just all over the field. He's one that we really have to watch out for. Stephon Gilmore currently injured, so we're gonna see Terrion Arnold here. Mike Jackson Sr. behind him, Greedy Williams and Nick Jones. And the Terrion Arnold at 22-79. Of course, I gave him a quick makeover. He is a normal death trait, but at that age and that overall, he will be outgrowing Stephon Gilmore pretty quickly. He'll be CB2 in no time, so that's why he got the makeover. Free safeties, Reed Blankenship, 26-81 without a face, by the way. Brandon Hill, 24-75 behind him. It's a solid free safety group here. Nothing crazy about it. At strong safety, we've got Jalen Peter, 26-88. And Jack Howell, 2277. And this is similar. We're going to see him on the field quite a bit because usually both safeties get the snaps. So Jack Howell did get a makeover. Plus his stats are not that horrible. He's 2277. He will be growing despite the normal dev trade. At kicker, we've got Marvin Redding. And at punter, we've got Rich Falk. So there we go. Those are the opposing team players. What are we going to do about that in our weekly strategy setup? Again, I feel like defending the short pass is currently our best approach here. Looking at the overall defensive fatigue, we're at 100%, so that is good. I will be focusing on the backups again on the right edge position. Left outside linebacker, I want to force Sprinkle into learning as much as he can. Mid linebackers, that works for me. At right outside linebacker, again, Zach Harrison could use additional experience points. At CP, we're going to split this, of course. At free safety, we want to train the starter, and at strong safety as well. We've got 3 very young players in here, that Sprinkle, Knox, and Styles. Remember the trades that we made? Arden Key left us, and Amari Hooker left us. But I feel like we got in good prospect players. They've got hidden dev trades, so that might be a really interesting thing for us. What are we going to do here? We need 300 passing yards, so we should actually focus on that. I'm not really sure which way is the best to go here, to be honest. Throw it deep against a really, really brutal setup right here. So I'm going to use run inside, because that, again, is the one that doesn't have any debuffs. It just buffs the running, but it doesn't really debuff the passing. And that is basically what I want to see here. We do have something to think about, though, because on the running side, yeah, we need to split that, because I want to have fit running backs. At the wide receiving group, we've got 2 major injuries. Treylon Burks is out, Amari Rodgers is out. So we need to split this across all of the players. You can see Burks and Rodgers are listed, but they're injured. So we're going to have to make do with 4 wide receivers and then probably go back on the starter situation. The tight ends, I will be focusing not focusing, but splitting it rather. Left tackle, certainly the starter. Left guard starter at center. I think I'm gonna be splitting this, why not? And here the starters should get the training as well. At 98 overall, I think we can try to do that. Sonny Styles still unrevealed here. We do have other players that I think could use a little bit more help here at the moment. And those players are those young players that we did bring in here. One on the right outside, left outside linebacker position. I just said it, Glenn Sprinkle. That's one of those, 68 rated. And the other one, oops, I don't want to do the mini game. I want to replace this player with another focus player. And that, of course, will be Derrick Knox. These players here are unrevealed, and I feel like they, of course, need the help. What are we going to do in the weekly game plan? We are going to get 350 passing yards. Right? I don't know. But we're going to try and get an interception. That should actually be doable. If we don't get it, we're going to go for this. We're going to allow 24 points. Yeah, that should work. 300 defensive yards. We need to get that anyways to kind of reach our target. And we're going to go with no sacks allowed. And with that handled, we're going to kick off training. So we've got an additional injury here. Chig Okonkwo will be out with his shoulder strain. That sucks. It's 1 week. But still, for this game, he's going to be out. Going to be missing my starting tight end. That is not fantastic. Dylan Redunce, Chig Okonkwo, and Joe Alt will be back next week. That is important. Amari Rodgers in 2 weeks' time, and Treylon Burks in 3 weeks' time. Up till then, we will have to backfill. Having injuries, again, something that is really impacting the way I play. On the other hand, I'm really liking this a lot, to be honest. It's just a lot of fun having to backfill, finding solutions. You should try that as well. In regards of the team, I just made slight adjustments between the 2 episodes. At fullback, we now have Josh Whyle. I cut Hassan Haskins because he wanted a new deal, or basically he was up for a new deal, but he didn't want to sign. He was all red with a small red icon. So I put Josh Whyle in 2576. He's actually really good at that position, so that's good. At wide receiver, no changes. At tight end, I did bring in Noah Clancy, who's a rookie. And he and Logan Thomas will be the tight ends now. All right, that is fantastic. I'm going to have to handle that in the depth chart. Apart from that, there's no changes. I'm just going to be showing you really quickly our 2 new players here. Basically, one of those is Glenn Sprinkle, who does have the hidden depth trait. We're going to be upgrading him in a moment. He's a rookie out of Alabama. I do hope that we can reveal him pretty quickly. I like his physical attributes, right? Speed, acceleration is pretty good. Tackle is good. Pursuit is good. Finesse, move, strength. All of that is solid. I want to see what he can do. And because of that, he is taking the #1 spot. And here, I'm going the same route, basically. Derrick Knox, our 21-year-old rookie out of LSU. And with a hidden depth trait, he does have good physicals already, so I reckon that he can work on those. And if he gets the XP, he will be growing pretty quickly. Both trades happened with teams that had these players sitting at the #3 spot, and ahead of them, really good players, way higher ranked players, and players that weren't that much older. On the left-hand side linebacker position, Glenn Sprinkle was the 3rd player. He was very far down, and he really wasn't going to get anywhere, get the snaps, as we can see in his snap number. And Derrick Knox, they had 2 players. One was at 23 something. Just look it up in the last episode if you're really interested. But basically, take my word for it. They now got an experienced free safety here in Amani Hooker, and he will be really helping them solidify that position. All right, now let's spend those upgrade points, and after that we're gonna be heading straight into this game. I'm quite excited to see how that'll play out, to be honest, because we need the passing, and we're missing basically 3 huge targets, and that is gonna be extremely tricky. So Ryan Stonehouse gets an upgrade here. That's our punter, of course. Harold Landry gets an upgrade. I'm going to put this in the speed rusher, just try and solidify that before he starts regressing. He's 29 now, so certainly something to think about. Caleb Farley here, our quarterback #1, who we just signed on a long deal. Josh Whyle, our new fullback. And I'm really loving this, by the way, because as a fullback, as a tight end, I didn't really utilize him as much because he just wasn't the starter. He didn't really have those great routes. But on the other hand, as a fullback, I do hope that I can use him. Plus, he stays on the team. I can slot him in at tight end now in the depth chart, which I will be doing, of course. So all of that is really, really good at the moment. Liking this, Glenn Sprinkle gets a nice upgrade here. He's now 69 with an upgrade with the temporary buff, of course, of +1. Here we go. Logan Thomas. This is the mentor at the tight end position. What do we do here? I'm going to show you the upgrade trees just to give you an overview where we're standing at the moment. I'm focusing a lot on the offense right now because I just know that we need the help we can get here. And of course here, boost throw power for quarterbacks, play action for QBs, and this is break sack for QBs. I'm going to be dumping 1 point down here in the throw part. Now we're gonna go with 2. I just want to have my QBs ready for any challenge that's gonna come, and I need them to be the ones I can rely upon. That's just the most important thing. So here we go, Nissan Stadium, and now we have the rain game that we were promised. So I'm loving it that I'm gonna go with passing. Oh, this is gonna be brutal. All right, Miles Jack 8 tackles last week. He's a stud. He's around a lot, and you probably guessed it, we're going to be going with the Oilers jerseys here, the Oilers uniform. That is the setup. We want to rub it in a little bit in the Texans' face here. Yeah, you're the Houston Texans, but we are using your city's valued and loved jerseys. I also think that they fixed it, that it's not raining anymore in the showdown room, which is probably good because that was always very scary. And here we go. CJ Stroud is ready to get things going in the rain. Coach Dreddeus, just in a polo shirt in the streaming rain. I mean, he's just he's a player's coach, right? He's just there where the players are. McPherson getting ready to kick it here. Our superstar kicker. And off we go. We take over at the 4. And do we immediately start by going with a pass play? I think we should, because we need to rack up all of those points here. On the other hand, I want to get out of here pretty quickly. So I'm going to try running it. Just go with a safe option here. And Tyjae Spears stop back after 3 yards only. Number 48 stops him. Notable inactives. Yeah, we know. It really hurts. It really hurts to miss out on those players. You know, we need them. We really need them. We've got a team that is doable. Speaking of doable, I need to take a look at the depth chart straight away. But yeah, it's just something that we have to kind of always keep in mind, and something that we have to focus on, that our players are important, and each and every player is important. Gonna be using Derrick Henry here, gonna be using Josh Whyle as my starting tight end. Noah Clancy behind him, that just makes sense right there at the wide receivers. Phillips, Wills, Muti, and Robert Woods will also be getting some snaps. There's no viable players that I could be using other than those. So let's just hope we don't have any injuries anymore. Tyjae Spears is going to be going in between here. And how far do we get? Oh, we're stopped. 3rd and 4. Miles Jack. As I said, this is a very good defense. We usually struggle against them. We beat them twice, which was very important towards the end of the season, and then once towards the Super Bowl, of course. So who do we go for? And holding onto the ball is Noah Clancy. That is the rookie. Extremely important. Extremely important. I'm very happy about that. That was good. All right, let's use the space that we just got. Let's go with the tight end angle. Again, Keisha Booty will now be my short runner. He also gets some snaps, which is nice. He's a super speedy player. And turning. 2nd and 8. Only 2 yards. Getting those 300 will be hard. I know that. We knew it beforehand. Josh Whyle on that route. Oh, that is going to be rough. It's really rough because I've got players running routes, and I just know that they will not really be the best ones to do that. Keisha Booty, well done under pressure, but we completed it. 18 yards currently, 3 for 3. So that's positive. What are we going to do next? Let's see. Let's go with a wide shallow cross. I mean, I just want to start working it up the field. Josh Whyle should be able to get that. I've got Antwane Wells on a good route as well. There we go. Josh Whyle, a quick turn. Probably could have kept running here. 2nd and 5. Will Levis doing well. Tyjae Spears, we're going to try and break it through here. Or do we have a clever play? Let's go the mesh spot here. Kyle Phillips. All right, we like Kyle Phillips. There we go. Beautifully done. And there we go. We are running. But Derrick Stingley Jr., of course, catches up. It's very hard to beat player. And we're at the end of the quarter. 49 passing yards. At the moment, our defense managed to put pressure on CJ Stroud. And we just have to play it cleverly. We just have to focus on our strengths. Not go crazy here. We have to acknowledge that we're missing a few players here. Oh, and that is going to be too far away for Josh Whyle. I would have liked him to get that one. I mean, he was there, but then he didn't really build up the speed. There we go. Fantastic job here. Kyle Phillips really stepping up as my #1 wide receiver in the absence. I don't even know what he did there. Was he paying something? Was he taking pictures? Was he whatever that was? But he got there and he held on to the ball. That was good. That was very good. Coach Treylon is happy here. We're going to go the zone split week next. Is that a favorable setup? I think they're expecting a pass play here. Number 77, I need you to block, man. Come on, Peter. You need to open the route. The player was waiting there. kind of was waiting for that to happen. Jet pull shadow. We're going to go the red zone scissors. Ooh, Chris McAdams has the route. Who else is there? Well, probably Whyle, but I'm going to try and hit Adams. Did he get it? Well, got the freaking touchdown, man. In the rain, Chris McAdams. Well done. Stepping up as well. Really, really well done. Chris McAdams, not a face to be seen here, but the pass was goal towards the end of the end zone. The far back pylon. And Will Levis, pretty happy with this one here. Come on defense, and they strike back very quickly. So, all right, let's get things going again. 7 versus 7. We knew that this could happen. CJ Stroud has fantastic receivers. And there we go. This is an opening, and we're stopped by number 22. 2-minute warning hits us here. The Z spot go, and of course we're gonna switch this over to a drive. Gonna try and get Antwane Wells. Phillips, of course, also is an option, but here we go. Antwane Wells, has to take the hits here, and he is out with an injury. Oh, crud. My wide receiving group is shrinking. It's shrinking so fast. Woods is on the field. Oh my god, Whyle. I think all the routes are covered. Jesus. Wow! Oh, and that's 8 points. Shit. Henry Toto here and Will Levis getting sacked here. I was waiting for Woods to get free, and that was just the easiest sack ever. The easiest sack ever. That sucks. All right, we're gonna put I'm gonna put Muti here on a slant route. I hope we can get this one here. And yes, we do. Very well done here, stepping out of bounds. 124 yards already. Will Levis is really, really so much improved. I'm putting it down to the improvements that we made here. On the offensive coach, to finish that sentence, I'm going to give Wills time to return here. Going to give him some time to return. We already have the first sack, so that has happened anyways. So Bobby Trees goes outside here. Veteran players showing it to the younger players how it's done. All right, let's keep going. Antwane Wells is back. That is big. Josh Whyle has the route that I'd like to get here. There we go. We're going to go for a good pickup here. Step out of bounds, 56 seconds. Just inching our way forwards towards the end zone. I want to get a touchdown here. Obviously, of course. Question is, who can we hit here? And Josh Whyle is in. Harrison Phillips with an injury out for the Houston Texans. That's Josh Whyle. Gets a touchdown. Come on, defense. Come on, defense. Defense stops him. That is gigantic. 14 versus 7. And that was a big, big stop there. Because we need the time to score. We need some... Yikes. No space. No space. 2nd and 8. Pressure is very high. Pressure really is very high. All right, we're going to try a slip screen here. Not sure if we can get this, but I'd like to get those 8 yards. Tyjae Spears. Actually, this looks like a good screen for once. Miles Jack out with an injury here, number 37. He's a little bit on the older side, so that, of course, impacts the injuries. We had so many when I did the Crusaders. That was just crazy. Chris McAdams now. Our offensive line really has to handle a lot of pressure. And here we go. Chris McAdams around the outside. Pushing his left arm forward, reaching for yards. Nice. Really nice. This defense is putting so much pressure on our offensive line. I can't even put it into words. Looking at the names, I do understand why. Muti would be awesome here. It's so funny, some people pronounce him Booty. And that was overthrown. That was out of reach here, 13 for 15. Christian Harris had the pressure. Booty didn't really get away there quick enough. Looking for Whyle, looking for Booty, looking for Phillips on a fantastic route. Antwane Wells, also an interesting prospect in terms of the route here. Oh my lord, come on man. What is Will Levis doing at the moment? Not exactly what I want him to do. I'm going to be brutally honest here. 2 minutes 46. We had good progress before. Kyle Phillips, maybe Booty can get in there. Smacked away, yeah. Coverage now all of a sudden extremely good. And we're going to have to punt it. At least we are starting pretty far up the field, so I'm going to try and punt it towards the outside here. So that it goes out of bounds immediately. That's going to go towards the end zone. Ah, crud. We're going to start at the 20. My angle could have been a little bit more fierce. As I see Dameon Pierce. Come on, defense. Defense stops them again. Oh, that was important. That was very important. Let's try the corners. Antwane Wells has a good route. I like Henry's as well. And he drops the ball there. Of course, pressure. Derrick Stingley Jr. was there. And then adding to that, the rain, which makes catching very hard. All right, guys, we need a field goal. We need to get 10 points clear. Wow, Whyle gets that ball, turns and picks up a few more yards. We need 103 yards more passing here. Tight end angle. Gonna have Booty on this one. Antwane Wells, not really a lot of routes that I can pick him. Oh, come on, man. That was an easy one. Ah, Will Levis. It's a real up and down right now. Roller coaster emotions. Partly he's doing well, but partly he's really not doing well. And I just know that he can do better. As we pick up a first down here with Antwane Wells, who I'm really happy to have brought in. He was a free agent. And I was a little bit unsure what to do here. But, by the way, we're going to go the run here. Because they're setting up pretty deep. 3 yards. He was a free agent and I saw him. And then, you know, with his age, I think that he could really help us out. I want to try and get Whyle or Booty. McAdams had the route last time. Not sure if he'll have it this time, though. Ah, that was under pressure. Was that pass interference? Come on. There was a push. Number 5 was there. Jaelyn Petra. You bastard. Let's go the flood. Same concept, basically. Kyle Phillips has the route. Antwane Wells as my safety valve. Not too happy. Come on, guys. Man. Why can't we get the accuracy anymore? Evan McPherson. Gonna have to convert here. Slight winds coming from the right. But we have the slow build up. That is good. There we go. Evan McPherson puts it between the 6. 70 versus 7. So we do go up here with a little bit of a safety buffer. Is what I would call it. We're going to continue to the next moment, and of course they are going to score 3 minutes and 6. Ooh, what do we do here? What do we do? So far the running hasn't really been too promising. The passing also... No, the routes are not opening up. Tyjae Spears is having so much trouble finding a route. So we're going to go with this one. I want to have it short. I could go with the Whyle, but I think it'll be Muti. Are you serious, man? Are you serious? And I just know we're going to be throwing this game away. We're going to be throwing this one away. We're having so much problems. Pressure is high. Levis is not throwing accurately at the moment. Oh my god, no! Antwane Wills! He was there. And now we have to punt. CJ Stroud, of course, happy at that development. So let's kick it out here. Let's kick it out here. The ball never comes out here at the 38. We need our defense now. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, and it's not happening. So we need a touchdown. Damn it. Damn it. This is what I was really fearing. I mean, we got 3 timeouts. We got the time on our side. Josh Whyle goes down here with the ball. That was good. 1 minute 30 still to be played. We're at the 50. Let's go with the reverse dagger. Antwane Wills has the best route here. And I'd really like to get him. Gotta go with the safety valve here. While he holds on, 2nd and 5. 55 seconds. I'm clicking, man. I'm clicking this. 35 seconds. All right. New set of downs. And I call a timeout here. We need to get in. And this will be an extremely tight one. This will be a tight one. Oh, lordy. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Let's go. 4 verticals. I'm going to try and get this one here. Whyle has a good route. I like that one. I doubt he'll be free, though. Because coverage is really good. All day long, he was covered. Incomplete pass, 22 seconds. Levis understandably frustrated here. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Muti. I need you to catch that ball, man. I need you to really get that ball. Hold on to it. Ah, Will Levis! Man. I don't understand why we're so bad all of a sudden. We're going to lose the game and we are going to not get those 300 yards. So we're going to not achieve anything here, which is awesome. Exactly what I want to see here, right? Man, this is annoying. No! Fucking hell, man! I went for the safe catch. It was knocked out. Shit, man! Man, that is annoying. 12 seconds, 2 timeouts. What do we do? And it's raining like shit right now. So, of course, everybody's dropping everything now. Now that I need them to hold on to the balls, they're dropping everything. Chris McAdams. Will he drop it? Will I get sacked? Will we have time? Holding on to the ball, stepping out of bounds. 8 seconds. That was incredibly important. A field goal will not be enough. A field goal will not be enough. I've got Whyle on an important route here. Will he get there? That is the big question at the moment. That is the big question. Nope. Frickin' coverage. 4 seconds. This is the game. This will be the game. But which one do we go for? I need to go for Whyle. Maybe I'll put Adams on a hot route. Now let's put Phillips on a hot route, and we're gonna put Adams on a hot route as well. Gonna try and get everybody crisscrossing here. Maybe we can drag him apart. But this is it. This is it. This is the last ditch saloon. And we get a freaking touchdown. Get in there, guys. Hell yeah. Josh Whyle punches into the end zone. The final pass here. And everybody goes apeshit. I fully understand that. Levis finds the target. Whyle manages to hold on to that ball. And this was an absolute rain battle. An absolute freaking rain battle. Jesus. My nerves. My nerves. I think I was yelling a lot, wasn't I? So Will Levis really steps it up. Jeffrey Simmons, Coach Dreddeus, still only with a polo here. Super pleased. Yikes, man. Look at those ratings. So similar. But 3 touchdowns for Will Levis. Only 284 yards. Oh, damn it. But he played so well. 58% completion rate today. 34 attempts, 20 completions only. Oh, man. How many drops did he have? Here we go. Who's this? Dameon Pierce, 64 yards. CJ Stroud, 35 yards. Tyjae Spears, 7 attempts, only 21 yards rushing. 1 attempt, 12 yards. On the receiving side, Josh Whyle really stepped it up today. He was so important. 97 yards, 2 touchdowns. Tank Dell, Kyle Phillips, 49 yards. Keishan Butte here, 40 yards. Mike Williams. Antwane Wells was good, but he had those drops. And that sucked. 2 drops. That would have been very important. Chris McAdams also with a touchdown. That catch was crazy, man. Dawson Knox, Keenan Allen, Damian Pierce, Raheem Sanders, and down here, Robert Woods, Tyjae Spears, and Noah Clancy. Chipping in a little bit here. What about defense? Kenneth Murray Jr., solo tackle leader, total tackle leader. Also Kenneth Murray Jr. Jeffrey Simmons gets 2 tackles for loss. 1 sack for Henry To'oTo'o, 1 for James Houston IV, 1 for Josh Pascal. And did we get an interception as well? No interceptions at Evan McPherson, converting those field goal attempts. What an important field goal that turned out to be. Will Levis. I didn't have the game I set out to have, but personal achievements are secondary to getting the win. And we accomplished that this week. Well, don't beat yourself up, Will. It was a rough game. That's a great attitude you have, especially as one of the leaders of this team. Keep preaching that to the team and we're going to go far. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Will Levis will have +5 medium and deep throw accuracy for the next game. I would have preferred him to go up to start if trait or something like that. I doubt that'll happen though. Not in this career, in this franchise series here. But yeah, we go up 4-0. 4-0. We're having a really good season start. I'm really liking this. Especially liking it because we have those homegrown players on the team. One thing that I wanted to do for a super long time, but I didn't really get around to do that, was I'm going to set him as a team captain. Of course, Will Levis fully deserving of that. He has to be a captain here for this team. As a leader, of course. No questions right there. All right, guys, with that done, Will Levis got the captaincy. I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the game. I'm getting pretty emotional here, to be honest, but I'm really into this, really enjoying it a lot. And yeah, that's why a lot of yelling, sometimes a lot of cussing. If you enjoy this, if you like what I'm doing here, please drop me a like, subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate all your support so much. Appreciate each and every subscriber. And yeah, with that said, thanks so much for being here, guys. See you next time.